Howdy, partners! Howdy! Well, I'm going to do part two of our play of Horizon Forbidden West. So, this is carrying on from the live stream, but this is going to be in 4K. And I've moved the mic away and turned my mic volume down, which means you will have to raise your volume to hear the game sound, but it'll be more equalized. I think I was very loud and the game was very quiet. I can't do anything about the game sound because that's the maximum I can go. But I start off with, just before we start, and I hope you have a lovely day, everybody. And if you could hit that like button and subscribe, be fantastic. I am very fascinated by these people moving these blocks around because I was saying
Lucky
about, oh, they got
you!
the daily routine, they do this, but there's a lot of block shuffling going on. And I want to bring this to your attention. It's very, very important to me. Now, watch this. She's like, picked it up, went to go over there, and then put it back down again. Little bit of wasted effort. All right, so this is very interesting stuff. I just want to bring this to your attention that they can't go to the nth degree on this stuff because obviously there'll be so many assets, so many things going on in the background that drop the frame rate, and that stone disappeared into the ground. So, but this is what fascinates me: is this lady puts this block down. Oh, it's a little bit awkward. Hang on, just straighten it up a little bit. Such perfection. Well done, madam. That's rather gingerly done. And then this one takes a block that was there, puts it down. No, it's changed minds, putting it back. So there's a lot of just block shuffling going left and right here, where, that one drops one down, the next one comes along. But if anything interrupts them, they go, oh, I changed my mind, I go back again. So it's not quite as good as I thought. So I think where we ended up last time was we got to this point and I think we had to well, there's a few things of interest here. So I think one of them is we have to go to go to where Hades was. We've got to examine the orb, but there are a few miscellaneous things in the background. So let's just check the sound here. Barad?
I'm glad you're back. Your disappearance after the battle caused quite a stir.
Yeah, it's very quiet to me. So I turned my mic sound down and moved it away, so that you'll have to raise the volume of your normal playback. I know, so that you can hear the game and I won't be too loud. That's what I'm trying to achieve. So I'm just gonna, first of all, we're gonna have a look at this. I think we did see this last time, but yeah, there's the statue of Aloy, which obviously she's not gonna particularly like. She don't want to be worshipped or anointed, but we're gonna have a look at that.
I guess I should be flattered by the statue. It feels wrong. Especially when my job's only half done.
So it's raining, and it's raining. And as I said last time, the raindrops actually bounce off in different directions on her outfit now, whereas before they just used to make little little circles. Now they kind of bounce off, and marvelously little tiny details. Shame about the blocks. So let me see. We got there's a couple of little things I can investigate. Where was it? So hopefully this is the correct point, and because I've got several saves and they're not really distinguished by how long they are, it's just date. So I don't know which one relates to which one. So I don't know which is the one where I was just practicing and which isn't. I think we looked at this last time.
We were almost overrun by the machines Hades controlled. But we pushed through.
Now it does seem like when they do the cutscenes, it's louder. Now I'm not sure whether I found all these. Yeah, there are vent panel there. There are some things to investigate. So what I did that a little go afterwards on one of the other saves, the previous saves, and I went around picking up all the things. So that might be a good idea. I mean, all right, this is not kind of advancing the story, but I would like to get them. Because obviously we could do with the resources, couldn't we? So I hope you enjoyed the first one. This one's going to be very high quality now. So this is going to be 4K. It gets squished a little bit by YouTube, but it still should be far superior than the 1080p one that's squished on the live stream. So what I might do is still do the live streaming on a Saturday, but put intermediate ones, maybe one or two in between. So let's carry on and examine this orb.
There could pull this thing out of the... What?
And I could feel that.
Transmission.
Uh-oh, that can't be good. And I'm getting a feel of something happening, shimmering. Yeah, this is disintegrating.
No, he wouldn't.
And I feel it now. I've played on the PS4 version, which looks
Something was
very
transmitted
good.
from the top of the spire.
Okay,
I guess I have to find a way up there.
it looks very, very good on PS4. I must admit, I was quite surprised how good it looked in comparison to the. Oh god, a little bit of a tickle in my nose there. So it is very, very good. I'm going to just get a couple of these things. So you got to kind of work out. I did watch Sarah Carlos get up to about this point and just a fraction beyond, and she was enjoying it very much. So I'm watching her at the moment. She's very, very good at this game.
Might be able to climb up
But,
the scaffolding at the base of the spire.
So just for a minute, I just want to kind of get up here. I think I can get it to it from here. No, but there is a way. I did go around and get all the stuff. Now, if you want me to go and get all that stuff, but the thing is, I think if I don't do this now, because when I just had a little extra play on it, just to see what happened on my PS4, I may not get back here. So I do want to get it if there is some loot here. So I'm probably going to waste time a little bit doing this, but I would like to get the loot. You know, who wouldn't? So I've got to find a way up. Right, there's a way up. So I think there's about 3 or 4 chests here. So it's well worth getting because, you know, obviously we're at the start of the game. And, you know, we would like to go on. Oh, yeah, so we got to go backwards. So we press, I do believe, yeah, circle to get backwards on the PS4. So that's a new kind of thing. And then we search that. So I would like to get these before we leave this area. And there is about 3 or 4 of these. We just got to kind of work out. They're like little puzzles, kind of, you know, how to get to these things. So I'm going to try and get them. So I know it's a little bit of a dull start, but in case we don't get them later. So there's one up there, look.
Right back at you.
And I don't know if there's a perk for, you know, for getting these things. You know, for highlighting things. There may well be. Which is a person that I know very well. May well be. sorry. That's the first joke. Now, I've been very serious on this game, so let's not get into, you know, kind of silly stuff, right? But when I'm kind of just missing, you know, going around like this, just searching for things, I think I am allowed just a little bit of silliness. You know, if that's all right with the community. You know, obviously, if the community does not want me to do that, you jolly well tell me not to. And I would like feedback on things like, do you want me to see all my videos in 4K? They take probably 2, maybe 3 days sometimes to process to 4K. You know, it goes SD, HD, and then to 4K. So it can take a while to do these things. All right. But I would like to get these little things before we start, because obviously, you know, we haven't.
Ignoring me again?
We've got a few resources, but more would be nice. So I'm just going to start off a little bit slowly here to do that. All right. So I hope you don't mind. I mean, if you do mind, tough. I mean, no, it's all right. I don't mean to say it like that. I mean, you know. Oh, that's not helping at all, Ray. Yeah, I am fascinated by, you know, the little AI, and I wonder what they're going to do, you know, with these blocks and things. You know, I know it's silly, but I quite, you know, and I don't really do it kind of very often, these kind of things. But yeah, this is kind of a bit of a puzzle getting up here, to be honest. There may be an easier way. So, you know, you've got to use this jumping skill. You know, this is jumping skill in there just to look at.
Savior, the orb remains
You know,
untouched.
there, you got to work it out. mate. Work out how to get these places. You know, that's why they have a jump. That's why people don't. You know, if they don't have jumps in games, you know, you're going to be sadly disappointed. You know, you've got to do this stuff. So you know, we've got to work out how we're going to get over there and get that up to there.
Looking sharp as ever.
Can I get up there? That's the question. No. So, you know, it could take me a little bit of time. So I may be wasting your time too much here. Hopefully, we could come back here. So, I'll tell you what, we'll leave that. It's only a small one. Let's not dilly-dally along the way too long. So, I'll just see if there's any, you know, one that might be a little bit easier to get. And then I think we'll move on with the story. Because, you know, I'm only going to do an hour one because I can only do an hour recording in 4K at a time. So, you know, it's possible that if my neck is in really good condition, that I could, you know, I could do an hour and then follow that with another hour immediately after. So I could do that. And I've got to find a way to get up there by the look of it. So how do I do that? Let's see. I would say we got to get up here. How do we get onto that? There could well be a, you know, a grapple point or something. Well, there's something there. Oh, right. Okay, here it is. Whoops, I missed that one. Okay, so we do our backwards one.
Maybe I can jump to that ledge behind me.
I must admit, when I went far ahead on the PlayStation 4, my God, did the world open out. And there's lots of new stuff there. It was fantastic. So I'm going to reproduce the bit that I did when we got to the, you know, to the kind of proper world that we're... So I'm going to go back over there because I've got a feeling this might lead us up to here. I've got to get up to there somehow. So how am I going to do that? Oh, I see. It's over there. Right, hang on. Looks like I've got to go up this bit. Okay. So, let's see. And then from there to there. So somehow, we've got to get up. I think we've got to get up here somewhere. Just got to work it out, man. So we've got to look the way you want to go, and then you do your jump. Alright, and then we'll do... So we just look in the direction we want. Oh, that didn't quite do it. No. Bit tricky, bit tricky. Sorry about this, wasting the time now. I thought I'd better go to there, but it looks like we've got to go to there. And then it's going to go back to there. I mean, yeah, what is probably good should do is point to the right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you got to aim that way to do it. Right, okay, so we're getting there now. Now what, what I did was, I think I may have already done it. Have I already done it? Hang on, let me just check. I don't think because I did do a save where I went a little bit further, climb up the base of the spire. I was right, where I did actually go past that, but it looks like I haven't then. So, yeah, we get to here. And, oh, why am I like that? Why am I? It's probably because we're galloping along. So what we've got to do is we've got to bring this over. So we press our little thing. And we just have to hold it, by the way. I thought I had to pull, but I don't. I just keep my finger on the R2. All right, which of course is the buddy of C3PO. Sorry, I was very serious the first time, and now I'm being silly. So let's try not to be silly, Ray. Let's try not. So yeah, the scanner's obviously going to show that as a point. So just have my finger on the trigger there.
Should be able to get up there now.
Right. Whoops. Well, I kind of missed there. What happened there? I may have done something wrong. So immediately, I'm wasting time already on this first hour. What a clown. It should still be recording. So yeah, right. It's going to be trickier than I thought. I did it the first time actually, but it's kind of stream curse, isn't it? Yeah, I know you all think the stream curse is, you know, a load of old codswallop, but it's not. And I don't like codswallop anyway. What is codswallop, by the way? Oh no, let's... Come on, mate. No, and then... Yeah, we're gonna go along there, run up there. Oh, maybe I should have angled it so that it was more that way. I don't know. Oh, we got to do that. Ah, that's where I went wrong. I got a
I
feeling
thought Silence was helping me when he gave me his
I
lance.
went to the left.
But it looks like he tricked me. It transmitted something through the spire.
And it's so smooth. I
He's
mean, really
saving
true. You
me.
just keep your finger in the direction you want to go, and it goes there.
Why would he do that?
Uh,
Well, if I can figure out where he sent
well,
it,
I've got to press the
I
button
can track him
sometime
down.
just to get that extra jump.
Hopefully the transmission note at the top will tell me.
Uh,
Well, doesn't look like I can keep climbing this way.
I may have to go the other way now. Well, I got that wrong. But, you know, sometimes I might get somewhat
Looks
wrong.
like this panel's ajar. Can I go up through the inside?
So I can go over there, yeah. Whew, that's a little bit hairy there, wasn't it? Right.
An elevator? Let's see.
I'm gonna move my mic out away a little bit more. So you have to raise the volume, but at least I won't be so loud. But I'll move it back to where it was.
Lucky day.
Engaging maintenance configuration.
Yeah, I played on the PlayStation 4 and there's hardly any feedback
Wonder what
on
the crew will make
anything.
of this.
Whereas this is feedback on practically everything you do. Which is, you know, lovely. I thought I'd get a little bit of rumble now and again on PS4, but no, I hardly got anything.
There's the note.
And when you're drawing back the bow, you do feel it. It's not as strong as I thought it might be, but there is a sensation that you're pulling something back. And releasing the arrow, yeah, so there's a sensation for that as well. Right, so that's just that for some reason, and it sends it a signal way out to the far west, which is must be the Forbidden West. I'll tell you what, she's swearing a bit in this one.
I see you finally figured it out. To be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my ruse.
You rigged the lance to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless.
Yeah.
You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. Or why to obtain one of those Gaia backups you've been having such a hard time finding.
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
Yeah.
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So once your anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, now why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West, and learn all that I've discovered?
Oh, I'll come find you, all right.
Yes. Well, and the coordinates should make it simple enough. Even for you.
Wow. Yeah, I definitely feel like that. I haven't got a camera on, by the way, this time. It does kind of get in the way a bit, but if you want that feature, please let me know. I do need feedback on these things. Do you want 4K recordings? Do you want the camera? You know, please let me know.
There's no other choice.
But yeah, sly character.
Better let Mirage
you know,
know
he's
what I found.
very untrustworthy, isn't he? I mean, he helps us, but he does it purely because he wants to find out knowledge. So he's actually using us the whole time. And, you know, it's not a very nice trait. There is a little monument here somewhere just that I did have a look at. Where was it? There are a couple of things to look at.
That's part of the Deathbringer we defeated. This machine was the last line of defense for Hades. It dragged the orb up here and then nearly killed me, but it's just a piece of scrap now.
Thank goodness. So I put up that final video. I did it on New Game Plus, which already is slightly harder, and then I put it on hard, so it's harder again. Managed to complete the main game, so I managed to do that. There was something to look at up here, so I better get on with it. Yeah.
They'll have something new. You went inside it, and it transformed, almost like the day of the battle.
I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much
So
of
I
it.
don't think I.
Tanakh, and they
we
allow
did
no
this bit.
trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King of Ard, a fragile peace has been negotiated, and indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tanakh might grant right of passage, instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
The Sun King.
Because to be honest, I must admit, I'm
Aloy,
not sure if I did
It's
this
good to see
already.
you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now? Please?
Itamin, quiet.
It's true. We bear gifts. Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the palace. But I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion.
Yeah, definitely.
Bring them, please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but Who's it? Vanasha.
Quick, better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
No, it doesn't look like we did. All right, I'm just checking. Oh, that's a nice gift there. Yeah.
Try it on.
Nice headset. I think we did see this bit, didn't we? But you're seeing it now in 4K, so
It's beautiful.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
but at least now you're seeing it in far better quality.
Perhaps you'd like to spend more time with your friends. Come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
It's a nice new lance. That was nice. So we may have already done this because the trouble is I got so many autosaves. Very
I need
hard
to
to
attach the
differentiate
master
which
override
one
to
is
my new
which.
spear.
So I've
Should
kind
be
of got a
a
little bit
workbench
lost
around
on the
here I can use.
autosaves. Right, so let's talk to some friends. I don't think we did that.
The sculptor wanted something even bigger. Twice the size. Covered in gold and jewels. But
Yeah,
I was
not
quite
really.
certain you wouldn't appreciate that.
No.
You were right. I'm sorry, Avad. It's good to see you, but I can't stay long.
I see. I'd hoped you'd remain in the city for a time. Perhaps at the palace.
Meridian's still in danger, but it's bigger than that. To put things right, I have to go west. To Nox territory.
By the sun, that's a Noct? Well,
That's
perhaps
bad, is it?
Murad already told you, but after years of hostility, we've negotiated a truce in hopes of a lasting peace. Another embassy will be held in just a day or two.
Right, years
When
of
you say
hostility?
Years of hostility. I assume you mean the Red Raids?
Ah, yes. My favorite subject.
I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to know.
As you know, my father raided all the border tribes. Asurum, Banuk, and Nora suffered greatly, resisting as best they could. But none fought back like the Tanakh. They rose up and assaulted our western front at Barren Light, sweeping us from their lands. Getting them to talk to us again after that was tricky.
I'm just going to check the recording a minute. Okay. Yeah, I'm just checking that it's actually still recording. Well, the embassy.
What makes this coming embassy so special?
Oh, just like today, it is special because of the guest.
Oh, you're
Our
flattering me.
delegation will meet with the Tanakh just outside Barren Light. We'll give them treasure, and they'll return a prisoner. Fashav, one of our finest soldiers.
Soldier. Don't you mean raider?
No,
Yeah.
not in this case. Fashav is my cousin, nothing like Helis and his ilk. He joined the Western expedition with the hopes of reining in certain excesses. But he was captured during a heroic defense of our forward base at Cinnabar Sands, and has been held ever since.
I have noticed that it's kind of they look away. So I think that somebody simply have said that they find that a little bit odd. So they may change that.
You got him out of Sunfall. Any happiness he has, he owes to you. He's turning into a fine young man, which he'll need to be if he's to inherit the crown.
Wouldn't the crown go to a son of yours first?
Yes, well, I'd have to get married for that to happen. Murad keeps
don't look at me.
throwing noble matches at me. But I find I'm always trying to make them into someone they're not.
Well, don't make them then.
At any rate, I never aspired to the throne, and I don't wish to sit there forever. When Edaman comes of age, I hope to step aside. Free
That's
of the
very
crown.
noble of them.
I might finally be able to travel the world. Who knows? Perhaps even accompany you on one of your adventures.
Oh, yeah.
Make it sound easy.
Yeah, he did kind of take a liking to her. Fashav.
Your cousin, Fashav. How long has he been a Tanakh captive?
5 years. Tanakh emissaries swear he is well, but I wonder. That tribe is renowned for its brutality. How did he survive? Well, I'll know soon enough. If you see him before I do, tell him that I await him in Meridian, where he belongs.
If I see him, I will.
Now, in the first game, he did kind of seem like he was trying to make it a pass at her. He lost his one that he was with, and it did seem like he was going to pass, but did apologise for it later. So he does kind of have a little bit of a feeling for Aloy. Hope for peace.
How did you get the Tanakh to talk again after the war?
The same way I got you to talk. By giving gifts.
Well,
That's
it's
enough,
not
like
be all
yours.
end all.
More like metals, spices, and relics looted during the fighting. We've met with them on several occasions, and the gifts seem to have eased the tension. But this coming embassy is the most important yet. The best sign we've had so far that the Tanakh want lasting peace.
Right, okay, so time to go, I think.
I need to get going.
One moment, Aloy. There's something I must ask you. Since you left, I've thought of little else.
This isn't really
I
the
haven't
time.
got a phone
It
number.
has to be. The way you left before, there's no way to know when I'll see you again.
Uh-oh.
I'm not trying to stop you, or hold you back, but I need to know. When your mission is over, will you return to Meridian and stay? Long enough for us to spend time.
Yeah,
to
see what I mean? He
get
does.
to know each other properly, perhaps.
I don't know, what would we do as Aloy? So, yeah, this is where we got a choice. Now, when I went ahead on the PlayStation 4, I thought, well, it might be better for me to do it on PlayStation 4, then I'm not interrupting with these quick saves. So I did it on that. I did this one here. Now is not the time. So I might do this one to see what happens, and whether it will change at the game ends. You know, probably, you know, I probably should be doing Are You Kidding? But I'm going to try this to see what happens.
I do hope to see Meridian again, Avat. And you. But this mission, it's my life. It's all I can think about. I have to stay focused. What happens after? I can't imagine that. I wouldn't know where to begin.
Well, if that place were to end up being Meridian, know that you will always receive a boundless welcome here.
That's nice.
Tend to your mission, Aloy. I will hope for your success, and look forward to your return.
Thank you. He is a very nice person. He's been a very good ruler, very peaceful. You know, he wants peace, and he's trying to put right the wrongs of his brother. You know, the Mad King. Is it brother or his father? I can't quite remember. So he is a very kind person. Right. So let's just talk to our friend. These are optional, but I want to talk to him because I want to fill out this as much as I can. So this is Nasadi and Itaman, who we saved and got them away on the boat in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Dowager Queen Nasadi.
Blessed champion. Itaman, what do you say?
My humblest thanks to you, great champion, for delivering my mother and me from Sunfall, and for defending our holy city against the forces of Shadow. Did I say right?
You said it fine, Itaman. And you're welcome.
Champion, will you teach me how to shoot like a real machine hunter?
Itaman.
I have to go on an important mission, Prince.
To save the world?
Something like that. But when I come back, I could give you a few tips. It would be an honor.
We owe you our lives, champion. And we will not forget. May the sun light your way.
Watch out for Thunderjaws, champion.
I will. We will, yes. We definitely watch out for those guys. Right, let me just check the map to see where they are. And I do love the fact that the map now goes much further in than before. Before we were kind of got to about, it would go to about there, but now it goes a bit deeper. So that's nice. So I'm going to, I can't mark that point, but so let's see, over here somewhere, was it? I think that is for the point to like talk to friends, and that is to go to the bench. Yeah, so let's go to this one. Where would it be? I think that is for the bench. Oh no, I think it is up there. I think, yeah.
There, the workbench.
So this is Uthid and Ranasha. Now Uthid is an ex-warrior that worked for the the rebels, and he kind of had a change of heart and went against it and spoke up about it. And this is Vanasha, who we helped as well on a mission.
Uthid, Vanasha, thanks for being here.
Wouldn't miss it, even if you did leave us hanging after the big battle.
Vanasha, stop. She's here now, isn't she?
For the moment. But I see that look on her face. She's got business to attend to, and it isn't in Meridian.
You know, I didn't vanish before because I wanted to. I had...
No, Huntress. Please. You don't have to justify yourself to us. You saved our butts. If you've got to go, go. With our blessing.
Always.
How have you been?
You both look like you're doing well.
Mr. Shiny Pants here is now the Sun King's senior military advisor. That means people actually have to listen to him talk? May the sun bless their sorry souls.
At least I say something of substance every once in a while.
What was that? I just fell asleep while you were talking.
And how about you,
Very good.
Vanasha?
I've been looking after Nasadi and Itaman. 2 parts bodyguard, 1 part...
Bad influence.
Huh. I was gonna say nanny, but I like your version better.
They're like a married couple. Are they a married couple?
I never pictured you as a nanny. Itaman must be special.
Hold on now. I'm not entirely domesticated. Nasadi was the Mad Sun King's wife. She has enemies. I've had to foil a plot or two.
Right. You can try to hide it, but inside, you're as soft as a silk pillow.
Oh, you have no idea.
Huh? Oh dear.
We
So
were
yeah,
talking about Edaman?
I'm not quite sure
Yeah. Okay, I
whether
admit
there's
it.
a thing.
Edaman's cute. He's fun, and he looks up to me. I like him. Except when he forgets to wash his hands after hooking worms in that muddy garden behind his solarium. Blech.
Oh, just what I said. Shadow Carja, yeah.
It's been months since I was in Sunfall. What's become of the Shadow Carja?
After you wiped out the eclipse, there were hardly any priests or officers left to terrorize the little people.
Avad offered amnesty to all who were forced to serve the Shadow. So the commoners cleaned out the citadel and handed it back to him. The Sundom was unified.
Avad wanted Uther to take command of the garrison there, but Captain Cudley here refused. Rumor has it that he wanted to stay close to me here in Meridian.
That's nonsense, of course.
yeah. Something could come of that then. Okay, we better say goodbye.
Well, I know. You're out. Go! Away with you.
Always an honor, champion.
Always a pleasure. But please, little huntress, come back someday and tell us about your adventures. If I can't get in trouble, at least I can hear about yours.
And I do like the new animations. It gives them a lot more, emotional substance. It's nice that they've added all these new things and these new emotes and things. It really does kind of make it more emotional. It could be a little bit stiff. Some of the characters in the other one, although I liked it. Now that we've seen this, well, it's obviously a great improvement. Now that we've seen this, so right, there's the bench. Now I still don't think we can save yet. So we use the bench. So installs the master over a new module and enable the build-up and release of kinetic energy in combat. So I think why I'm thinking I've seen this before is because I went beyond it on the PS4, so I'm just remembering that, but I don't think you've seen this bit. So we've got to upgrade it, and it now enables the build-up and release of kinetic energy in combat, and but it does require the Resonator Blast skill to use, all right? So we have to unlock that. Now the marker will stay there for a minute while it crosses out
something new to store up and release energy.
But it will go out in a minute.
Resonator. Should help in a fight.
So that will go away. Takes a little while to go away. So now we've got to return to Murad and Varl. Quite like his beard. Yeah, it's a nice beard. I wonder if I can get one more case. I would like one more case. Wooden crate. Oh, by the way, these here, if you're wondering why I'm smashing these when I did the test one, it's because on the original, if you went to all the settlements for the Nora, I think it's actually good to do it light, and you destroyed all these, you did get an achievement for it. So I'm going to do it. So I'm sorry if I'm wasting time doing this, but I would like to get it. It was only the Nora area, it wasn't the whole map, so at least that was something. And I'm missing 2 of them apparently, but I've been around all the things that I think is the Nora, and I haven't found them yet. So let's move on anyway. I'm taking too long here. Much as I would love to get an extra case or 2, I think we better move on for the sake of the stream. We don't want to cram in. We want to get to the part of the game where we can actually save. Do a hard save. Right, let's talk to Murad and Val.
Are you ready to go? Or do you need a little more time?
Because this is where I'm wondering, can we come back? We may not be able to, but we'll have to forego the boxes.
I better get going. And if I'm headed west, it sounds like I'll need rite of passage from the Tenakth, as you said. Where exactly is this embassy going to be held?
Past the Daunt, the canyon that marks the western border of the Sundom. You'll find the fortress of Barren Light at its farthest edge. The embassy will take place just beyond its gates. It's a long march, a fortnight on foot.
A couple of days hard riding should get us there.
Actually, it might be better to rest here tonight.
Good
Head out in the
idea.
morning.
Of course. I'll arrange it.
So yeah, it's looking fabulously good, even though I've got wobbly eyesight. Looking very, very good. And at least you're going to get an idea of how good this game looks. It's still not going to be 100% how I'm saying it, because it still will be squished a bit. But at least now you can appreciate the quality of the graphics in this. It's one of the best engines out there. The I've forgotten the engine now, which is the one that Hideo Kojima used for Death Stranding. So he borrowed this one and probably adapted it to his Decima engine. That's the one. Now I am wondering about this music. Is this going to be copyright striked? So, because sometimes when they play music like this in a video game, as opposed to the normal kind of in-game music, it does get copyright strike. So if it does, they'll have to cut out the music. I might still be in it, but they sometimes have to cut me out as well. So now I do want to see this because I think every one of these guys here, and the rest of the supporting team that are not listed here, they deserve a massive thanks for what they've achieved here in improving in every aspect of Horizon Zero Dawn, in everything of the game, plus adding extra stuff to do as well. A fantastic achievement, and so far bug-free. Now I'm expecting we might get the odd one or two. But nowhere near as bad as some of the games that are out, that come out recently, the last few years have been, some of them dreadful. So this is a bar being set here by Guerrilla, which I wish other companies would follow and take their time and make and wait. I don't mind waiting. I'll wait a few months. I don't care. And I think most people would like that. Would prefer that as opposed to releasing it early. Well, there's a little bit of a pop in there, so I think we are going to get a few bugs early on, but they're very few so far. Well, I've only seen about one, I think. That was probably a little bit of a one there, but it's cutscenes that sometimes this happens. And there's the old Stormbird then. So this music might get cut out. It's a shame. And I don't want to skip it because it's part of the game, isn't it? This travelling to the Forbidden West, which I thought we were already in at the start. So we're not there yet. So only now do we get the credits and the Forbidden West, and who directed it, and all the rest of them. So yeah, that was quite a long intro. Good, what, 2.5 hours or so?
Sparks to steel. Never seen anyone use
so
one
even
of those
getting off the horse and landing on the ground, that I'm feeling every motion.
Is that how I
here.
get to Barren Light?
Yes, I mean usually, but not today.
I've been feeling the footsteps.
Yet. And why is that?
Well, the Daunt. The whole valley. It's infested with machines.
At some point I will press the button just to see how long is left, because I have to keep an eye on it.
Oh, I'm sure you can, but I'm under strict orders not to operate until the whistle down at Chain Scrape sounds the all clear.
Okay.
Look, I didn't come all this way just to stand around and wait. I'll crank that car down myself if I have to.
Well, but then who would crank it back up?
Good point.
Fine. fine.
Right, let me just check in a minute. Right, okay, 44 minutes, so I've got to keep an eye on it.
Though, should anyone ask, it might be best to say you forced me.
So I think it just pulls it for just that second or two. Right, we've
I
earned
see
a trophy.
smoke, but not a lot of activity.
Smoke's probably coming from something the machines wrecked. As for the quiet, well, there's a work stoppage in effect because of all the fuss.
What sort of machines are causing the trouble?
Nasty ones, and lots of them. Bristlebacks, they're called. The strangeness is, they're not native to the Daunt. Just showed up, all of a sudden.
No hunters to kill them?
Well, we've got hunters, just none that want to cross Ulvund. Boss of Chainscrape. He is self-appointed. Work stoppage was his idea.
Yeah, well, I'm just passing through. Got an embassy to attend.
You should have said. That ain't gonna happen no time soon.
What are you talking about?
Hear that? That's your answer.
Who is that?
Karja's Sun Priest. Cranked him down yesterday, about an hour before the machine trouble started. He's a very important man, or so he says. That embassy at Barren Light, he's the one supposed to run it.
Getting caught by the camera there. Oh yeah, I can feel. I don't know what. I don't think it's the swinging of this. I think it's actually the chains, the thing going over the chains.
If you don't do as I say immediately, the Sun King himself shall hear of your insolence. Thanks to you, I was forced to spend the night shivering in the tent, exposed to attack.
Dear.
I might have died. Oh, me you refuse to transport, but not this... what? This Nora girl? This savage? Besides, scallywag.
Wadis. That's Aloy.
Studious Wadis.
Aloy, you know, savior of Meridian.
Yeah, yeah.
Really? Well, that lessens the insult, I suppose.
Yeah, apologize, please.
I came here for the embassy at Barren Light. Way I hear it, so did you.
Well, not with the valley infested. And so did Ahriman proclaim the Sun Priests most precious and worthy of safekeeping. See? Scripture. I shall head to Barren Light when the captain of the Vanguard tells me the way is clear, and not a moment sooner.
Fine. Captain's a friend of mine, you know?
Hmm.
Where is Erend? Wouldn't mind speaking to someone a little more action, a little less scroll.
Wadis.
Studious Wadis.
Studious Wadis sent Aaron and another Vanguard out at daybreak to clear the way.
And so at daybreak...
Hey!
Shh.
Not
Down
now.
the valley then?
Yeah, said they check the ruins on the left bank for
This is
tracks.
a little bit
Take it from there.
more important.
Okay. I hear there's a work stoppage. Any way to upgrade my gear?
I'll bet the smith in Chainscrape would let you use his workbench. As for the bristlebacks, you might want to craft some acid arrows. Hitting their canisters with those will take them down quick.
Thanks. I'll find Erend and I'll bring him back. Hey! Where do you think you're going?
What, to the top of the ridge? To wait in safety?
Sorry. Operator's under strict orders. No passengers till the whistle blows, right?
That's right. Best start cranking.
Why? Why?
Jorf, would you kindly escort Studious to Chainscrape and wait for me there?
You got it.
I will find Erend, and I will help clear a path. But after that, no more excuses. Barren Light. Embassy.
A little bit short.
If such be
But
the
then
will of
ready.
the sun.
It will be. Trust me.
Right, okay, now soon we
I
should
gotta
be
find
able to
Erend.
officially
But it might be good to hit
save
Chainscrape
the game,
first and upgrade
which
my
is
bow.
where I'll probably stop it. So I hope you enjoy this part 2. So we're obviously going to pick up all this stuff. What is that? Oh, that's something to scan. Okay, so let's have a look at that. So if it's too long, I may not read them. I just read, I would like to read them all, but because I am very interested in it. But let's see. Anyway, by mandate of Commander Nuzar, all residents of the Dawn are herewith informed of the following: the gates between Barren Light and the No Man's Land are hereby ordered shut and sealed in expectation of the imminent embassy. None are allowed passage either way until further notice. No exceptions will be made, regardless of clan, house, or tribe. And based on previous grievances and misunderstandings, let it be clear that no exceptions will be made for the Osram either. And any outstanding agreements made pertaining to passage are hereby declared postponed or void, depending on the nature and timing of the arrangement. No exceptions will be made. Again, to eliminate any doubts, should they remain, all of the above permits to the Osram, regardless of circumstances, excuses, or so-called binding contracts. Any complaints and resolutions, if at all applicable, can be addressed to Captain Lohan, my second in command, signed by the Light of the Sun, and that chap there. Right, okay, so I don't want to take too long on that because obviously I want to get moving and get to that save point before my time runs out, because, I'm on a kind of clock here. Right, first of all, I've got an itchy ear, so sorry about that. I wish I could cut that bit out. So I've got to now move my headset a bit, so sorry about that. Right, now we can look at the map. Now we're in the Forbidden West at last, and there is finally a fire. So let's make our way there quick as possible. I have approximately 9 minutes left, so we can't be too long here. And we have a question mark at that. I was hoping to squeeze that in, but I should have cracked on with it a little bit earlier. I don't think it's that one there. So here we have a fire finally, and we can light it. So now we have our first official game save. So let's do a manual save. Just here. So there we go. We have our first official game save. Now I could possibly go for one of these, but I think that's going to take too long. So I'm just going to make my way down and just see what comes up a minute. But I am going to head to a certain region. So I headed to this region on I kind of stumbled into it. And it was very, very interesting. So I do want to do that on the next... I don't know whether to do another one before the stream or not. I may.
I can refill my pack
Now these guys take more shots to kill now. I've noticed. I think he's stuck on caught on the tree there. Because it now takes several darts
torn through this camp
to actually kill this guy, whereas before he needs to take 2. So I'll try and get him. Right, now we've got to be careful now because there are these guys here. So we've got some borrowers here. So these are kind of like the Watchers really, but they're kind of more cute and cuddlier. I find they're kind of cuddly. They put little paws up. A bit like a... what's the word, Jess? A bit like... I can't think of the creature. Hopefully nothing sees us. So I'm very quick. Look, I usually try and get the stuff on. I shouldn't really do that. So we could try and take these 3 out because I think it's only these 3 in the area. Yeah, we can track them. I do love this because even when I do this, I'm getting feedback. On the PlayStation 4, you're getting none of that at all. Alright, so it's really good that it does that. And then, of course, we can move away and go to the second guy and we can tag him. So I do love all the feedback on it. I know it's not maybe that important, but what's wrong with feedback? Feedback is great. Anything that you get that adds to the immersion of the game is a great thing, in my opinion. So I thought there'd be a little bit more on the PS4, but there was absolutely barely a tremble on in the whole first kind of couple of hours really. I didn't really get much of anything. Now I can kind of do a slide into here, which is a nice feature. I think we're crap. Now it's obviously they do sometimes investigate when you dead body around or something. They will kind of investigate. Apparently the AI has had an update. Now whether that will cause problems down the line, we shall see. But as long as you you can have 1 or 2 and they're not too much. I don't mind if there's a bug that, you know, it's just a small thing. You know, I'm not worried about that. It's when it's, you know, lots of them on frame rate is terrible and all that. I am playing this on performance mode, okay? There's something green over there. So, you know, I just want the visuals to be
like Blaze,
absolutely
but
top-notch. Whether that will
hard and shiny.
not be good for
Wonder if merchants would be
streaming,
interested.
I don't know. Found a piece of green shine, a rare and valuable resource hidden all over the world. Green shine can be used for upgrading certain weapons and outfits or trading with specific merchants. Okay, so we can have it so that it just comes up and then goes away automatically, but you can, you know, let it wait for you to read it and then you press it. So I'm going to leave it on. Now, there was this area here, and I think this is where I'm going to head to, and then I'll go back here and save, and we'll make our way there next time, okay? Because I've got to stop very soon, because I'm very near the time where I've got our end. So 50s, I've only got 3 minutes, so I'm going to try and get here as fast as I can. When I kind of went a little bit further on my play on PlayStation, I did kind of go for these couple of question marks. There was a kind of tower. But I'm going to kind of get here because this is what I want to do next time on either my stream or another upload. Because it's very hard for me not to play this game, to be honest. Because yeah, I'm not going to play it just once a week. you know, this is such an excellent game. You know, and when I was on Horizon Zero Dawn, I was streaming probably 3 times a week. I think it's down there actually. I will try and remember some of these plants.
Cook should know what to do with this.
Bitter leaf. I could kind of mark it actually. I think I have marked it, but I'm not quite sure how I get there. Could be that it's lower down. So I think I'll have to stop here. Now I can't save here, obviously, so I think what I'll do is I'll make my way back to where I was, and we'll head towards that next time. So we just get back to where I was, trying to avoid these things. I probably will run away more than I used to. In fact, it's probably a good idea to go back to here, isn't it? Because there's nowhere really near here where I can save. So I'm going to go back here, all right, and then we're going to stop there. Let me just check I got enough time to say that. Yes, I have. I've got 3 minutes. So some weapons like bows, spike triggers, bolt casters become more accurate if they're fully drawn or charged while holding L2, triangle, and the other one. All right, so we're going to save it here. I'm pretty sure it saves as soon as I get here anyway. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you appreciate the 4K graphics. And I will head towards that because it's a very interesting quest, which is a lot of fun. And some of these new things that have come into the game, which is absolutely fabulous. All right, and if I got a chance, I'll just show you the skill that I picked, which was oh no, I haven't picked a skill yet, but apparently I've got a level up somewhere. So we'll do that next time as well. So thank you all for watching, and guess what, guys? I'll see you later. Bye. I've actually got a minute or 2 more. I do love this tool. It's cool, isn't it? But I'll probably, there's a kind of tower around here somewhere. I'll probably head to some kind of tower. I think I headed towards this. It was either that or that, one of the two. So I did that as well, which was quite interesting. So I'll probably do that plus this little sequence down here. So I'll probably do 1 hour clips on the 4K one, and on the you know, on the streaming one, you know, it'll probably be a couple of hours. All right. Okay. Bye for now, and I'll see you next time. I'll see you later.